Hey everyone, Kenji here. Just a quick thing to say. I I'm planning to make a video about I'm planning on reviewing every Lilo and Stitch film. So yeah, if you'd like me to do that, please say down below. But today I'm going to be reading a Screenrant article about Lilo and Stitch, the 10 best monster experiments, and you just lose some points for calling them monsters. Yeah, they are monsters, but just call them experimental. Top 10 best of the top 10 Stitch's top 10 cousins or something, because that's way better. So, they got the screenshot from the end of Lilo and Stitch. I love this, photo at the end of the film. I love it so much, but, yeah, so I'm currently binge watching Lilo and Stitch series, so some of these experiments I may not know of yet, but some of them I may know. So, this was made by George Chrysostomu. I don't know if that's a foreign name, I cannot pronounce it, so yeah, Screenrant in the past has gotten some trouble with Godzilla fans because they said Ghidorah fires fire from his mouth instead of gravity beams. Lightning would have been, a better thing, but they are not good with their Godzilla articles really. So let's see if they can redeem themselves with Lilo and Stitch article. So, of the hundreds of experiments that preceded Stitch himself, which are the best Disney came up with in the franchise? Let's take a look, and I'll say whether I agree with them or not. So I'm not gonna read this. I'm gonna read a bit of them. Okay, Lilo and Stitch is one of the most underrated movies available on Disney Plus today. You are damn correct, but Lilo and Stitch is actually okay, but I might change my opinion on that. Not only is it a family favorite, but it also created a number of sequels and spin-off shows that expanded this wacky world of aliens and experiments further. Also, fun fact, Lilo and Stitch actually got an anime adaptation in Japan. It was just called Stitch. When I first heard about it, I thought it was just Stitch the movie. I thought it was just Stitch the movie, but I don't want to get carried away. So, top 10 things that don't make sense in Lilo and Stitch. I will read that next. Alright, the TV show especially brought in a number of Jumbus experiments that had gone wrong. Stitch may have been number 626, but that means there were at least another 625 other experiments waiting to be unleashed across the world. Some of the best, though, had a kind of soul, were incredibly useful on Earth and found their true purpose, or an incredibly intelligent, designs primed for destruction. 10 Stitch. Alright, why do you put Stitch at 10? He deserves better. I think if I were to make a top 10 experiment list, I won't put Stitch on it because Stitch is already number 1, but why do you put Stitch at 10, you mean people? Alright, it's fair to say that the most iconic experiment that Jumbo ever created was Stitch. Yeah, no kidding, he got an anime named after him, and he also got a movie named after him. Experiment 626 is what really inspired a spin-off show and sequel. Lilo and Stitch the series isn't really spin-off from what I know, it's just a sequel to Stitch the movie. Well, okay, so Lilo and Stitch came first, then came Stitch the movie, which was kind of a pitch, just to get the idea of a Lilo and Stitch series going. That worked, and then that set up Lilo and Stitch. Then it set up Stitch the Glitch, which then set up Lilo and Stitch, from what I know. Exploring all of the failed attempts to make the perfect monster. He's kind, caring, and surprisingly powerful. His story moved so many, and without the creation of Stitch, there really wouldn't be a franchise to speak about. Yeah, fair enough. If they made a series about Angel, I guess it could have worked, but not as well as Stitch. But yeah, he's simply one of the best. No, he's not one of the best. He is the best. Number 9, Angel. Yeah, I think we all knew Angel was going to be on this list. Angel, or Experiment 624, isn't as sweet as she looks. Her incredible singing voice is actually used to turn people evil, and has a powerful effect on all the other experiments. Luckily, singing the song backwards reverses the original powers. Angel is an absolute superstar and travels across the galaxy with a singing voice, although both love her life Stitch. And you failed to mention that every experiment made after Angel is immune to her effects. 8. Slick. Alright, now we're on to a character that I don't know. Experiment 20. Slick is a salesman through and through. He actually carries many of Jumba's qualities, which is probably why the mad scientist is so fond of him. Okay, his charming nature and slick words mean he can literally sell anything. This is put to good use when he starts auctioning items off for charity. He's hilarious and good-hearted. I do not know that, but he does actually look really dapper and cool in this. Alright, number 7, Forehead. He already looks disgusting. Sometimes it's difficult to imagine these creatures in live action. If Disney had ever adapted the films and series, but if CGI is ever used to create these experiments, then number 044 has to be the list to feature on the big screen. Yeah, it probably looked the worst. The experiment literally has 4 heads, which he used to become an out-of-tune barbershop quartet. It's painful to listen to, but also completely hilarious. He ends up being a pet of sorts, but with a little more vocal training could be a star. I don't think they got the news that Lilo and Stitch is being made into a live-action movie next year, exclusively for Disney+. I feel like it's going to get delayed to 2022 because, well, it was meant to start filming in September, I believe, but yeah, but if Spider-Man's getting back up, I think it will get back up soon. So, next, number 6 out of 10, Frenchfry. I think he's like a chef, and his hail is a spatula, which automatically makes him really awesome. Frenchfry just wants to be a respected chef, but experiment 062 has an annoying side effect. All of his food is really high in calories, meaning anyone who eats it will gain weight very, very quickly. He has since changed his way to become a head chef at a healthy, low-calorie restaurant. His true calling has best been answered, and he seems so much happy. Yeah, for it. Okay. I'm excited for Frenchfry's episode, but again, I'm currently on Splody Head's episode, so I'm not that far in. Number 5, Topper. Looks like a star. Some of the best animal creatures in Disney films aren't necessarily supposed to be as cute as they are. In Topper's case, he was supposed to be a galactic signal to invade. But the star-shaped experiment 025 instead became a tree topper, perfect for any Christmas tree, but needed an extra sparkle. It's a fulfilling role in life, although it's fair to wonder what he does for the rest of the year. He just sits down on his lazy bloody bum. I have to say bloody at least once in this goddamn age of YouTube, because goddamn it, YouTube will make me for kids. There you go, I done it. Alright, 4, Felix. It would be fascinating to go behind the scenes of the design process for some of these evil creatures. Yeah, we only got to a design process 1, Stitch. If you look at the bonus features in Stitch has a glitch you can actually find, like on DVD and Disney Plus. You can actually find the origins of Stitch. I won't explain it because I already forgot. Felix is pretty genius in terms of being both useful and spreading evil. Experiment 010 is obsessed with cleaning things, but usually mistakes humans for being germs. While intentionally this caused chaos, he is now extremely happy being a better cleaner. What a heroic arc. Top 10 anime redemption arcs, anyone? Alright, Ryuben. Ryuben is awesome. Is he better than Stitch? I think he's on the same level as Stitch and Angel. Like, Stitch, Angel, and Leroy are like the three... No, Stitch, Angel... Oh, sorry, they're like the 4 amigos. Like, Ryuben is iconic for making sandwiches. Leroy is iconic for being evil. Angel is iconic for being like an actually good episode. And Stitch is just Stitch. It was adorable. Any Disney animated film could become an instant classic with the addition of Ryuben. 625 was supposed to be the original Stitch, but something peculiar happened. He might have all the same abilities, but he's too lazy to use them. Like the role model he is, though, all he really does is make excellent sandwiches. And if Disney actually makes a live action version of Stitch the movie, which I highly doubt, or a live action Lilo and Stitch series, Reuben, I want Reuben in. But yeah, Reuben reminds me of me. I'm not good at making sandwiches, but I'm really lazy. Number 2, Fibber. It's pretty easy to guess that from the name Fibber, he is actually a lie detector. Number 032 could cause some serious problems for people, especially since everyone lies at some point. He's actually pretty helpful to have around though, and could have his own inspirational arc. Every time someone says arc, I always think of that meme, top 10 anime redemption arcs. He's actually pretty helpful to have around though, and could have his own inspirational arc. He'd be perfect in courtrooms detecting whether people are really telling the truth under oath or not. At least he's trying to do something good. Yep. Alright, who's number 1? Oh, Carmen. What? Okay. I was expecting someone like maybe Leroy. Leroy maybe. Phantasmo. Sparky Sprout would have been excellent choices, but Carmen. Alright, 1, 2, 3 is a perfect name for Carmen, since it seems like the start of a catchy beat. Carmen loves to dance, play music that has influences from Latin America. Her music. Oh God. Oh, bless me. Her music is a little lethal though. People literally dance until they drop when they are around Carmen. She'd probably be a pretty good dance teacher, but everyone needs to go with the fact that she has the potential to murder with just how good she is. That's a real good talent, and it should be celebrated once the lethal element of the performance is removed. Okay, so I don't know how long this video's gone for, but I want to learn a lot about Reuben, so we're doing this. Lilo and Stitch's Reuben has been around for a long time in several different shades and incarnations. Here are 10 things you didn't know about 6 to 5. Lilo and Stitch, 10 things you didn't know about Reuben, 6 to 5. Alright. This was made April this year. Let's go. I'm not going to read, these parts right here. Oh, they actually did say, live action adaptations coming to Disney Plus. Alright. What? Hold on. What? Sorry about this, guys. I'm just quickly seeing what's changed. Dream Slain. Disney ultimate drive to a pizza box over safety issues. This is new. Alright, I don't care about this anymore. I just want to learn 10 facts about this guy. Alright. Reuben's first appearance. Though we first heard Reuben's voice in Stitch the movie, that wasn't his first appearance. Instead, it was in a magazine called Disney Adventures. The series was released monthly and was often used to promote upcoming films right before the first Lilo and Stitch film was released. A comic came out that showed Reuben helping Jumba create Stitch. The most notable difference is that Reuben, and the one we know, is Liz's blue fur. While it's understandable he'd look like Stitch, given his mate right before him, it might look a bit confusing to tell the two apart. His fur colour may have changed, but we can still see that he loves sandwiches. That his love for sandwiches, 6%. I actually didn't. He has 2 English voices. Don't really care about that one. Here's his own game. Where can I play this? Back when the series was airing on television, Disney produced many flash games for their website. Oh no, it's probably lost to time now. Okay, it seems like a generic game where you gotta catch the falling from the sky, but I love Reuben, so that'd be awesome. He's an anti-hero. When the hell was he evil? Throughout the series, Reuben has always been on Gantu's side. Going against Lilo and Stitch, Reuben and Gantu's main mission is to capture other experiments before they do. Rather, this is Gantu's mission. Reuben, on the other hand, has his own mind on it. We're interested. I just picked this image. Leroy beating up Reuben is just so hard to watch. So Leroy, I think it could be. Reuben would rather make sandwiches all day than catch experiments. To do this, he's occasionally helped Lilo and Stitch capture them, so he could go about his day. Sure, that makes him a lousy villain, but it also makes... Okay. Yes, he did help Gantu, but he barely did. So I would just call him a good guy all around. Like, yeah. Number 6, his colours change. I don't care. He's unnamed throughout the series. I think it's probably because they didn't think of a name. They couldn't get a name right, so they were just like, oh crud, we need to name him like the other ones. Oh, let's just name him Reuben. Alright, we may be used to calling him Reuben, but his name didn't come after his appearance in Stitch the movie and Lilo and Stitch the series. His spiritual only is Experiment 625. It wasn't until another sequel to Lilo and Stitch, that he was given his name. Reuben is given his name because... Okay. He's named after a sandwich. Wow. It's like I didn't watch Leroy and Stitch. His place is with Gantu. Okay. His jersey number is 8. It's just getting to the point now. They just can't find anything and they're just like, yeah, his jersey number is number 8. Oh my god, he's at Disneyland. Okay. That is amazing. So that's probably gonna do it for today's video. Maybe next time I'll do a video about Team Fortress 2 and Smash Bros. Like who would be most likely candidate. But yeah, would you guys like to see me would you guys and gals want me to make a Lilo and Stitch film review series? So if I do it, I'm not gonna be reviewing the series. But yeah, that's gonna do it.